So I don't know what day it is of the boat build, but we did a lot of grinding already. What I'm gonna end up doing now today is probably take out the deck that's in here now, because we're gonna put a flat deck in here. If you haven't subscribed already, definitely hit the subscribe button. It does help me out a lot. But also add comments, because this is a learning experience for myself. I haven't done anything quite like this, so any comments, suggestions, just feel free to put them down below. So thanks everybody. We'll tune back in here and maybe I'll show some of what I'm trying to do. So, all right. One of the things I should also mention is what am I going to be using? So aside from the good old trusty DeWalt grinder that I've been in the same grinding pad that I did all of this with, I'm also going to be using my multi-tool. So this is Dremel Multimax MM50. I've never done anything with fiberglass with it, so this is going to be the first. But I am using I'll get the package over here. I am using a Diablo carbide grit. This is made for GROUT, but you can see it right there, made for GROUT. Apparently this thing eats up fiberglass like a boss. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, I'm sure folks have their preference on multi-tools. I mean, this one I think I got from CPO Outlet. Might have been a refurbished buy here, but I mean, it's been okay. I'm sure there's better ones out there. So we'll see how it does today. Stay tuned. So the key will be not to cut into the hull. So I think I'm going to start here, see where it ends up, and then maybe work my way around. Start here, work my way around, because I got to see how deep I'm going to be going, because as I get close to the side, it's going to get closer and closer together, and I just got to make sure I'm not dipping into the hull. So wish me luck, gang. All right, so I don't know if you can really hear what I'm saying, because I obviously got a mask on my face, and I don't have my glasses on my face, so I cannot see much. I didn't put my contacts on, or I didn't bring my contacts, and I need some power. So I'm actually going to save you the agony of having to listen to me cut this deck with the multi-tool here. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to just get a sense of how this thing cuts, because I've never cut material with this blade before. And then also I'm trying to see how thick the material is, because it has the core, and then on the top and bottom parts of it, it also has fiberglass. Because what I want to try to do is I want to avoid, when I cut around that square there to get the whole deck portion out, I just want to make sure I'm not plunging too deep and putting the cutter into the actual hull, because I want to keep that as intact as possible. So I'm going to be very conservative here and as I kind of go about it, but I'll fast forward so you don't have to worry about watching the slow progress here, because it is indeed slow. So as you see here, I'm having a little trouble cutting this little square out, because this is my little test piece, and it wasn't easy. I had to use a utility tool, and I actually had to cut the next little piece over to actually get this thing. I guess there's a few fibers that were just still holding the thing on. So, and this was pretty consistent when I was even cutting that big square there. So now you can see that I'm actually taking the piece, cleaning it up a bit, and I'm just taking a look at what the cross section looks like, seeing how thick it is against the blade, so I can start diving into the actual larger portion and not worry too much about the hull, as long as I just don't go too deep. Now what I ended up doing was what I found difficult, and I think this is actually this side. So that was there, and then this was there. This does have a Kusa core, but what I ended up doing was I cut around the edge, and I couldn't lift the thing up. So I took my utility knife, I cut around the edge just to kind of cut whether fibers might have been there. And then I think that what made the difference was I cut it up the middle and then pulled it up, which allowed to get a better angle, and it popped the glass right up. So, I mean, I'm sure you're somebody say like, why'd you even bother? Because you're not really gaining any space there. I kind of wanted to just let this be the exploratory, because if I start cutting up there, it's going to start messing with the structural integrity of the boat, because I'm sure that adds some stability to it. And then I'm going to, at least I get to see now how it's configured here without dipping too deep here. But as I go forward, I'm sure what we're going to see is that the hull angle changes, and it gets more, there's more of an angle towards the bow. So I'm going to gain under the deck more and more as I move up. So the idea is that I'm going to be putting all of the stringers, the knees and everything, probably stringers and bulkheads flush against the deck. So I wanted to expose it anyway. And then I also am going to be putting a hatch up there, and then the gas tank on that side. So it's good to know how the hull of the boat looks, so I can then bring that up forward. So, and then I guess the other thing is that I had mentioned the GROUT Diablo blade here. So, I mean, let's see if we can see. So it still retained some of the carbide grip there. And I think it did a fine job. I mean, I'm not breaking any records, I don't think, with cutting it, but it did a fine job of dipping it in and running along the side. So, I mean, I don't see any problem using this or trying to go to any other blade for myself right now. And again, let me take a look at so this is, again, the 2 3/4 carbide grit oscillating blade GROUT from Diablo. I got these from Amazon, but I'm pretty sure Home Depot also has them, in your big box stores that sell Diablo products. But I mean, I think it was pretty good. If you have anything that you find works better for this kind of work, I mean, you could also say like a Sawzall or other carbide on blades for like a reciprocating saw or a jigsaw. But I don't think we're really at the stage where I'm going to be using a jigsaw, because there's going to be too much distance on the up and down that'll be hitting the hull itself. So, and the same thing for a reciprocating saw or a Sawzall. I mean, it's a good start. And then, yeah, like I said, I'm going to eventually grind all that down, so that will be flush, or as flush as can be. And maybe it's a combination of grinding it and also cutting it away a little bit more. But what I'm trying to be careful of is I just don't want to cut into the hull. So I'm a little bit conservative on where I'm cutting, leaving, I mean, I'm guessing that's like half an inch. Maybe that's like closer to an inch. But like I started doing it there, and I wasn't even sure about this gap that's here. So now that I know about it, I can trim the rest of that off without a problem. But I got other things I need to do today, so that will conclude today. So my name is Tom again. This is Out to Sea, and for those of you who aren't following already, join me on my Instagram. Subscribe down below, and then follow me on my Instagram, where I will be posting the most up-to-date updates for where we are with this boat project. So thanks again for joining, and I'll catch you next time.